Hi everybody, it's Sandy B. Stitcher here. I have been away for a long time. If it seems like my eyes are looking off somewhere, I can't get my computer camera to work, and so I'm using my tablet, and I have to look in a different place than where I'm used to looking. So we'll see what happens here. So if I look like I'm nuts, and I am. Um, anyways, oh boy, how's everybody doing? I think I've come back from the dead. Um, I haven't been here for a long, long time, and you'll see I look different. My hair has gotten very gray. Illness does that to you when you're older, and I've got lots of wrinkles. My face is drawn down. But there's not a thing I can do about it, so I'm just gonna tell you guys what's been going on, and hopefully you won't start hitting that not wanting to watch my videos anymore. All I can do is hope. I have some stitching to show you. There was quite a while there I didn't do any stitching, but I am stitching now. I did join WIPGO 2024, which is Jessie Marie's project, and I really enjoy doing that, except that I started in January, and by mid to end of January, I was in trouble. And I'll explain to you guys what happened. Try not to go into too much detail because I'm sure, excuse me, I'm sure you don't care. So, anyways, I'm going to cough again. I should have brought my water over here. Maybe I'll have to get up and get it. We'll see. But anyways, in early December, I had surgery on my left shoulder. I had reverse shoulder replacement done, and that went okay. A couple of weeks after I had that surgery done, my back started bothering me a lot, severe pain. I didn't know what was going on. I did go to the emergency room because the pain was excruciating, and found out that I had, oh, here I go again. I'm gonna halt this for a minute. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I got a drink of water, and I brought my water bottle over here. Let's see, where was I? Oh, the back pain. I did go to the emergency room. They did an x-ray. I found out that I had a compression fracture in my thoracic spine, which is about middle back. And they decided that the best thing for me at that point, because I was in so much pain, they gave me some medication and sent me home. Well, the medication was an opioid. It was one of the strong ones. I don't remember right now what it was, but it was too much for me. I was given Norco when I had my surgery on my shoulder. It caused me hallucinations. I would wake up, I was kicking at things and stuff that wasn't there. It was nutty. But apparently those opioids are not, the stronger ones are not really good for me. Norco, I believe, is oxycodone. Anyways, they gave me pain medication and sent me home. Well, that pain medication made me sick. It wasn't as strong as Norco, but it was something that was in that upper tier. And so I ended up going back because I was still in so much pain. I could not move. And by this time, we're into January, and I was trying to live with it, but the pain was excruciating. I couldn't stand it. So they tested again, or maybe they didn't do the scan the first time, or maybe they decided to do a CT scan. I can't remember. You'll know when I get done talking about this. I had so much happen to me that it's lucky I remember who I am. But anyways, that new medication made me sick, or sick to my stomach. So I had to stop taking that. So when I went back to I don't know, I'm not making much sense, but when I went back to the emergency room the next time, I told them they asked me what I wanted to do. And I said, well, maybe if you put me in the hospital and then send me to rehab, then I could get physical therapy for my back. Well, that was all fine and good. They did that, but they sent the wrong diagnosis to the nursing home. They put down there that I had sciatica, which I had long time before that, but this was the thoracic spine. So they were giving me rehab for sciatica, and that wasn't what I needed. And I was there for a little over a week, and they came and told me that I needed to go home. I went home, and here they had a COVID outbreak. And 2 days after I got home, I got really, really sick. And when I say I got sick, I didn't get like COVID symptoms. I was just so weak. And I couldn't walk. I hadn't been able to walk for a while because of the back pain. And I was using a walker, and I could not even lift my chair or lift myself out of a chair to walk with my walker. And it was so bad that I couldn't even get up to go to the bathroom. And so my daughter called Rescue Squad. I don't know. I went by Rescue Squad to the emergency room over the next few weeks. You don't even want to know how many times and how many times I was taken to the emergency room by my family because they kept wanting to send me home, which I think is what the insurance company probably told them. Well, it ended up that finally they realized to do it. They did a COVID test. I had COVID. And they told me that I had COVID, like nobody that had come into the hospital in any recent time had COVID. Apparently, one nurse practitioner told me that I had like the original COVID that was killing people. But anyways, I actually thought I died. I was kept in the emergency room overnight. And while I was in that room, they had turned the lights off. While I was in that room, I was hallucinating. I kept seeing black angels coming out of the corners of the ceilings and flying down in front of me and disappearing. They'd come out of one corner, like the right-hand side, and then they would come down out of the left-hand corner, and then from the right side again. And this went on. I probably saw, I don't know, 20, 26 of them black angels. In the morning, they had people come and see me and then admitted me to the hospital. And then I'm not really sure what happened then. We're into February at this point. It was mid-February. And my birthday was February 25th. I was in the hospital. While I was in the hospital, I was delirious. I dreamed that I was dead, and in this dream, I was helping to make my funeral plans, but nobody knew I was because, I was dead. And it was really an experience that I would never want to have again. They moved me after a few days or so. I don't know how long I was in the hospital because I wasn't there. My family said I said all kinds of crazy, weird stuff, and I don't remember any of it. They took me in a wheelchair ambulance to another nursing home, not the same one as the other one, but a different one. They had a little trouble finding a place that either didn't have COVID going on or that would accept someone with COVID. And I went in there. At some point there, I remember somebody in a white coat saying to me, "You're going to be okay now." And I think it was the nurse practitioner at the nursing home. And I don't know when she said that to me, but that was the first time I realized I was alive. And I was in the nursing home for 21 days. The first 2 days I don't remember much of. My family told me that I sent messages to several of them telling them to come and get me out of that place. And everybody said no, they couldn't. And it was strange. But after that, they started trying to give me some physical therapy. And after my COVID was done, which was, I think I had to be in there 5 or 6 more days before they said I was out of quarantine. And they then started taking me for physical therapy. I hated it there. I was so sick the first week that I was there. Not only did I still have COVID, which was making me very sick to my stomach, and that's what I had with COVID was weakness, sick to my stomach, and just out of my head. I never got any of the, like a sore throat or a headache or any of those kind of things that my family said that they